Pisces season is upon us. Time to blend your dreams with reality. Hello, beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. Yes, the sun will be transiting through the sign of Pisces, the final constellation of the zodiac. And during this 4-week period, Venus will have a double shift into Aries and then into Taurus. So in this video, I will go over what you can expect when it comes to love and your life overall for your individual sign. And all I ask in return is that you give that like button a little tap, a baby tap. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. Pisces season will begin when the sun enters Pisces on Saturday, February 18th at 10:34 p.m. Universal Time, which will be 2:34 p.m. if you are on Pacific Time, 5:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for those of you that are in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be at 9:34 a.m. on Sunday, February 19th in Sydney, Australia, and 12:34 a.m. also on Sunday, February 19th in Johannesburg, South Africa. So let's find the best way to make the most of this Pisces sun energy. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac wheel, representing every lesson from all of the other signs. This is the time of year where you take all of the joy, the pain, the hopes, and the fears that you have encountered since March of 2022 and use the mutable energy of Pisces to implement the newfound strength you have gained from these experiences. So let's celebrate all of those imaginative, creative, compassionate, and mysterious Pisces out there as we use the depth of this energy to blend the spiritual with the physical on the quest to elevate consciousness and create a more fulfilling life situation. Happy Pisces season. Now that you know the best way to harness the power of Pisces season, let's see what this Pisces season, including the double shift of Venus into Aries on February 20th, then into Taurus on March 16th, will mean when it comes to love and life overall for your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, it is your turn. When the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this will be in your 12th house. And I say it's your turn because the 12th house is a very intense transit that every sign goes through once a year, or what you do during this transit will have a major effect on the next 12 months of your life. This is because the 12th house transit happens right before your season, Aries season, which is your time for rebirth and reinvention, and an excellent time for manifesting. So this 12th house transit is a time where you are meant to go within and really explore the most hidden side of who you are in order to come to the realizations that are necessary for you to be very clear on what you have learned up to this point in your life, in order for you to reveal what challenges you might still have that need to be addressed. And this is so you can understand what truly brings you happiness and fulfillment. This way you will be very clear on what it is that you want from 2023. Now, the more you spiritually clean house during the 4 weeks of Pisces season, Aries, the more clarity you will have in terms of what you want and in terms of how you intend to get it. That way, when your season comes along, you are ready to plant those seeds of intention and let the manifesting begin. Now, don't be surprised if you are feeling less physical energy or even feeling less social during this time. This is your soul letting you know that it is time to slow down and take some time for yourself. In order to get the messages that the universe has for you, it will be very important to quiet your mind. Now, this is the perfect time to get a reading, the perfect time to make sure that you are engaging in the spiritual practices that you know help you connect. And this is a great time to keep a dream journal. Keep your consciousness and your awareness heightened also for any signs throughout your day as well. Now, if you start to see certain numbers more often or combinations of numbers, make sure to take note. Explore the meaning of those numbers. This is the time of year where the universe wants to communicate with you in order to assist you in moving forward into this next chapter of your life. And don't be surprised if you have some serious realizations about certain relationships in your life, Aries. This could be friendships, it could be family relationships, business partnerships, really any connection that plays a large role in your life may be up for scrutiny during this time because you want to be clear moving forward if this relationship is good for you, and if so, great, continue to give it energy. However, if it's not good for you, this is the time for the energy that you give that relationship to be limited or eliminated altogether. You do not want to step into this next chapter carrying relationships that weigh you down. And speaking of relationships, Venus will have that double shift during Pisces season. First, it will be shifting into Aries on February 20th, which will be in your first house, which is an excellent energy for you, connecting to a renewed sense of self. And it also heightens the possibility for you meeting someone new for those of you that are single and looking for love. And those of you that are already in a relationship, this is actually a time where you will want to implement some new energy into the relationship. Otherwise, things could start to feel stale and you two may begin to drift apart. And then we have that second shift, which will be when Venus shifts into Taurus on March 16th. And this will be in your second house, which indicates it is much less likely focused on new love, but it has a very strong and positive influence, whether you're single or not, on your financial situation. Now, also, if you are in a relationship, be prepared for the issue of money to come up. This could be a very connecting conversation or one that causes some conflict, but either way, you will get clarity in this area of the relationship with the help of this second house Venus transit. So overall, Aries, this is going to be an intensely enlightening 12th house sun transit with some opportunities for new love between February 20th and March 15th, and maybe some financial gain after March 16th, all in preparation for your season. So live it up, love it up, and happy Pisces season, Aries. Okay, my powerful Taurus, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this will be in your 11th house. So this is great news for you, Taurus. This is one of those 4-week periods where things are set up to really go your way. Expect more social connection and also know that there is a heightened possibility of you meeting someone new that has the potential to play a major role in helping you realize a major goal that you have for yourself. So Taurus, this is definitely going to be the time of year to get out, to have fun, to meet new people, talk about the dreams and the goals that you do have. This is an excellent phase for manifesting because the 11th house does connect to dreams coming true. So if there is a deep desire that you have been focused on, this is the time to embrace the idea that major forward movement toward achieving this goal is going to happen. So this would be a great time to be very clear on what it is that you want, Taurus, and a great time for you to make that desire your top priority, your main focus. The new moon in Pisces is also on February 20th, and you more than any other sign, other than Pisces of course, since it's their season, but you more than any other sign will have a major boost to your manifesting power. And this will be especially true if you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in any other major placements of your chart. Also be ready to have a bit of a rebellious feeling as an overall energetic shift, Taurus. This is a time where you will want to step out of your usual box, challenge yourself to try new things, and even interact with the people that have unconventional perspectives. Also know that the more energy you put into sharing and helping others during this Pisces sun transit, the more you will amplify the energy of abundance that is returned to you moving forward. Now, as I said, the Pisces sun energy is excellent for socializing and making new friends and deepening relationships. So let's talk about what will be going on in your world of love during this double Venus transit. Well, first we will have Venus shifting into Aries on February 20th, which will be in your 12th house. So if you are single, this indicates that a secret relationship could come into play. Not meaning that anyone's going to be being unfaithful, but more of a situation where if you start dating someone new, you may not be ready to share it with the entire world. You might have the urge to keep it under wraps until the relationship develops further. Now, for those of you that are already in a relationship, this 12th house Venus transit does indicate that some hidden information may surface. Now, don't let this scare you. It doesn't mean a bad piece of information will surface. Now, it could be, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could just mean that you learn something new about the person that you're with that makes you feel even closer and that deepens the relationship. Now, when Venus has its second shift into Taurus on March 16th, this will be in your first house, which is an excellent energy for you and for love. So this could mean meeting someone new and exciting if you are single, and if you're already in a relationship, it could mean an overall new excitement to the connection, which is always good, especially if you two have been together for a while. And the first house Venus transit is also good, just so you know, for financial gain, whether you are in a relationship or not, which is fantastic news. So Taurus, this is set to be a very exciting, very eventful 4-week period filled with excellent manifesting energy for you, a strong energetic boost for love, and even money, especially towards the end of the 4 weeks. So live it up, love it up, and happy Pisces season, Taurus. Okay, my powerful Geminis, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 10th house. So Gemini, this is the time of year where your career comes into focus, and also where the way the world around you sees you comes into play as well. And when I say comes into focus, what I mean by that is this is the time where the strong astrological alignment is in favor of giving you a boost and helping you gain momentum in these two areas of your life. So it would be very beneficial for for you to give energy to your world of work and to your world of public standing. As a Gemini, you are full of ideas, and good ones, by the way. The challenge for you can sometimes be knowing which idea to go with. The challenge at times can also be having the focus and consistency to see a goal through to completion. Now, the good news is when the sun is transiting your 10th house, this actually counterbalances these challenges and really assists you in being able to be more practical with your schedule, and it assists you in having more clarity. So Gemini, if there has been a project that you have been wanting to start and you just haven't known when the best time to do so would be, just know Pisces season is a fantastic time to give this project some energy. Also, if you are at a job that you like, but you wish you made more money at it, this could be a good time to ask for a raise and have a favorable outcome there. Now, this is also a time where you could be called upon at work to do a task a bit outside of your comfort zone, and just know that if something like this does come up, this too will more than likely have a favorable outcome. Now, the 10th house also gives a boost to your public reputation. So if you are interested in growing your social media presence, or if you wanted to start your own YouTube channel, this would be an excellent time not only to start it, but an excellent time to gain strong momentum with your following. Now, the one warning I have for you, Gemini, is stay away from any behavior that could have a negative effect on your reputation, meaning stay away from any gossip or posting anything that could tarnish the way that people see you. And this is because the 10th house energy also leans to an increase in negative results for negative behavior. So keep things very positive during this 4-week period when it comes to your career and how you approach your public reputation, and things should go great. Now, when it comes to love, let's talk about this double Venus transit. When Venus makes its first shift into Aries on February 20th, this will be in your 11th house, which is excellent for love. And if you are single and looking for a relationship, this increases the likelihood of you meeting someone new through a friend, or it could also mean that someone that you have considered a friend will now start to become something more. If you are already in a relationship, this 11th house transit indicates the two of you having a bit more social interaction as a couple and just enjoying the connection that the two of you have. So a very positive time for love. Now, when Venus makes its second transit into Taurus on March 16th, this will be in your 12th house. So this indicates that you could meet someone new during this time, but the energy will be much more intense and the relationship could start off as a secretive relationship. Now, if you're already in a relationship, the 12th house transit indicates an experience the two of you may have that could be challenging, but it will bring the two of you closer together. So overall, Geminis, this Pisces season looks like a fantastic time for your career. It looks like a fantastic time for the way that the public sees you, and it even has strong energy when it comes to your world of love and romance. So live it up, love it up, and happy Pisces season, Gemini. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 9th house. So this is going to be an excellent 4-week period for you Cancers out there. For one thing, the 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius, which has the ruling planet of Jupiter. So the energy of good luck is the overarching theme for you, Cancer. This will be especially true if you have a natal Jupiter in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So be ready for things to be going your way overall. Now, this is also a time where the opportunity to travel will be coming your way. And if and when that opportunity does come up, take it. This could prove to bring about an experience that will later play a role in assisting you in terms of reaching whatever goals you may have set for yourself. Now, traveling could also serve to introduce you to an influential person that could play a significant role in your life down the line as well. Now, the 9th house is also excellent for learning. So if there has been any course that you've been wanting to take, or any skill that you've been wanting to learn, or a skill that you already have that you've been wanting to improve upon, this could be a great time to take that course. Not only will you have fun, but you will absorb the information and find that this too could be useful down the line, Cancers. Now, don't be surprised if you have one of those moments where you are really analyzing life, not in a negative way at all, just in a way where you are exploring the deeper meaning of life and finding your angle and your purpose on your own existence during this time. Now, the 9th house is a very expansive energy, and this is exciting for you because you can sometimes have the urge to just stay inside your own private world, in your own shell. But the 9th house energy gives you the motivation and the confidence to be excited about stepping out and maybe taking some risks and exploring new adventures and understanding your life on a deeper scale. So a very enlightening 4 weeks ahead. Now, when it comes to love, let's talk about this double Venus transit. First, we have Venus shifting into Aries on February 20th, which will be in your 10th house. So although the 9th house sun energy is very exciting and you may be meeting some new people, this 10th house Venus energy does not indicate new love. It does, however, have a very positive effect on your financial world in terms of what you do for a living, and it also assists you in having stronger relationship connections with the people that you work with. Or if you're still in school, this will indicate that you have a positive energetic boost connected to the people that you go to school with, and also how well you do regarding your studies or tests that you have coming up during this time. But Venus isn't bringing much romantic energy with this first transit. Now the second transit happens on March 16th when Venus shifts into Taurus, which will be in your 11th house. And this actually is when the energy of love will be coming your way, Cancers. So around March 16th and moving forward, if you're single and looking for love, this could indicate meeting someone new with romantic potential. This could more than likely be at a party that a friend invited you to, or you may meet this person through a friend. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this could mean that the connection grows and the two of you deepen how much you enjoy each other's company, and you might deepen the level of commitment, and it will also deepen the friendship connection that the two of you have within the romantic relationship. So the second Venus transit is looking very promising for love, Cancers. So overall, this 4 weeks of Pisces season looks like an incredible time for new adventures, for travel, and towards the end of the 4 weeks, even for love. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Pisces season, Cancers. Okay, my powerful Leos, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this will be in your 8th house. So Leos, the word transformation, I know, gets thrown around a lot these days, but I am here to let you know that the 4 weeks of Pisces season is meant to be a very transformative period for you. This is the time of year where any lack or any dissatisfaction that you may be experiencing in some area of your life will be brought into focus. And this is because the energy of self-mastery is very strong during an 8th house transit. And what I mean by this is when there is a part of your life that brings you dissatisfaction, you have the power to affect change by changing the way you approach that area of your life. And changing the way that you approach that area is going to require some work on your end, and the 8th house is the most supportive energy when it comes to making personal changes. So this is where that transformation comes into play. If there's any part of you that you want to transform, just know that now is the time to identify it and put energy into making those changes, because making those changes within will begin to create changes in the world around you, resulting in you no longer feeling dissatisfied with those areas of life that we were talking about earlier, because they will begin to be different, reflecting those changes that you made back to you. So this is really a 4-week period that is about doing work on you, Leo, which can be very exciting. Not because there's something wrong with you, this isn't a time to get down on yourself, but because life is always about growth, and growth means change, and the 8th house is all about making those positive changes. Now, if you do experience any heavy feelings during this 4-week period, just know that this is part of the process. These emotions are just meant to help you identify what you want more of and what you want less of. That way, this will help guide you in your choice of where you want to put your energy. Now, if there's a relationship where you've been looking for an answer, meaning if you've been wondering if this person is being honest with you, or if you have been thinking that they may be hiding something from you, well, the 8th house is also very likely to bring to light any secrets surrounding this relationship and give you the answer that you've been looking for. And this could be any type of relationship, a friendship, romantic relationship, family relationship, or even a business relationship. So keep your consciousness open for that, Leo. Now, speaking of relationships, let's talk about this double Venus transit. When Venus makes its first shift into Aries on February 20th, this will be in your 9th house. So in the midst of this intense 8th house sun energy, there is some lighthearted fun and romance brewing, Leo. The 9th house indicates meeting someone new if you travel during this time, and even if you don't travel, it is possible that you might meet some romantic interest that is from a different culture or a different background than you. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this Venus transit indicates that the two of you may be taking a trip together, or that the two of you may have some new experience that really makes your relationship stronger. So the first Venus transit is very positive for love, and when Venus makes its second shift into Taurus on March 16th, this will be in your 10th house. So The romance jets may cool off a bit here, Leo, but the good news is the 10th house of Venus transit is great for your dynamic at work, both financially and just indicating that your interactions with coworkers and any authority figures will prove to be very positive. So overall, Leos, Pisces season is going to be an intense but life-changing experience filled with realizations, filled with transformation, and even some love during the first part of that Venus transit. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Pisces season, Leo. Okay, my powerful Virgos, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 7th house. But before we get into that, remember, Virgo, that Pisces is your polar opposite energy. And because it's Virgo's opposite energy, this means that the Virgo energy in your chart will be greatly diminished during the 4 weeks of Pisces season. An example would be if you are Aries with Capricorn moon and Virgo rising, then during the 4-week period of Pisces season, you will be operating much more from your Aries sun and your Capricorn moon. Or if you're, let's say, Virgo sun with Cancer moon and Leo rising, then during the 4 weeks of Pisces season, you will be operating much more from your Cancer moon and Leo rising. So Virgo, if you are feeling off balance and not like your usual self, now you will know why. And the best way to counterbalance this energy is to just make sure that you have your go-to activities that you know help to recalibrate you, whether it be working out or meditating or praying or journaling, whatever it is. Make sure you consistently engage in this activity during Pisces season, because this will be a time where your energy will be much different than other times of year. Now, that being said, the 7th house is all about relationships, and relationships of all kinds: friendships, family relationships, work relationships, and romantic relationships as well. So be prepared, Virgo, for the relationships in your life to be asking for more of your time. Also, if there has been a connection that is on the rocks, this is the time period where the frustration may increase in order to give you the opportunity to address the issue once and for all and hopefully find some resolution. Now, because this is all about relationships, let's talk about this double Venus transit. When Venus makes its first shift into Aries on February 20th, this is going to be in your 8th house. So just know your desire for physical connection will increase during this time, Virgos. The 8th house also indicates that if you do meet someone new, the physical connection will be intense, but they will also have the potential for a soulmate connection. So just make sure that if you do meet someone new, you really take it slow and at least give it until we shift into Aries season before you decide to dive in too deep. And this is because you don't really want to make any major decisions during the month of your polar opposite energy. But just know that if you are single, this is a very positive energy for finding love. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this 8th house energy indicates that the focus for the two of you will be on your sexual connection. If it's already good, it can absolutely get better during this time. But if it's in the area of disconnect in your relationship, this will be the time to address that subject. Now, when Venus makes its second shift into Taurus on March 16th, this will be in your 9th house. And this is where things pick up and become more lighthearted and fun. This is also a positive indication for meeting someone new, but a less serious one. Because this one's more about having fun, and the connection will more than likely take place if you take a trip of some sort during this time, or if you don't take a trip, the 9th house Venus transit indicates that this person will be from a different culture than you are, or they may just have a different background than you. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this 9th house Venus transit indicates that something may take place that teaches you more about the relationship, offering the opportunity for you two to deepen the connection. So overall, Virgos, be ready for the 4 weeks of Pisces season to be all about relationships and all about love. This is the perfect time of year, right before Aries season, to get some momentum in this area of your life. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Pisces season, Virgos. Okay, my powerful Libras, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 6th house. So Libra, if you've been feeling a little lost lately or unsure about what the future holds, the good news is some clarity is coming your way during the 4 weeks of Pisces season, and it all starts with focusing in on what it is you have going on in your day-to-day activities. You thrive with consistency, Libra, and this 6th house sun transit is bringing you the opportunity to set up a daily routine for yourself that can really assist with helping you to feel more energized and clear on what brings you fulfillment. It is very important during this time to not focus too much on the big picture of things. Don't zoom out and ask yourself, where am I going in life? Or what does my future hold? Instead, just ask yourself, what sort of daily routine can I create for myself where I'm making sure to do the things that I know put me in the right energetic flow, put me in the right emotional state and the best mental state. Don't be surprised if you find yourself having more energy and more motivation to tend to any small tasks or responsibilities that have been lingering for a while. If there are any calls that you may have been putting off making, or any answers to certain questions that you've been wanting but you haven't had the time or the motivation to research to get the answers, well, now you will. So use this energy to gain the information that you desire, Libra. This is the time of year where you can naturally bring order to your life, which will result in less stress. And less stress for a Libra is an open door to happiness and fulfillment. This will also result in better health if you use the energy of the 6th house transit to tend to any health concerns that you may have been having. But just know that if you have been having certain health concerns and you decide to ignore them for whatever reason, just know that during this transit, they could actually become much worse. So make sure to tend to anything health related. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm just letting you know astrologically where the energy is most effective. And tending to your health is always a good thing. So you'll be happy that you did. Now, as you know, Libra is the sign of relationships. So let's talk about your ruling planet Venus and the double transit that it has going on during Pisces season. Venus will make its first trip through Aries on February 20th, which is in your 7th house, Libra, which is the house of relationships. So this is an excellent energy for you in love. If you are single and you're looking for love, if you're looking to meet someone new, this is a positive indication that the likelihood of this is increased. Now, if you're single and you're not looking for love, this is still very positive in terms of it actually increasing the harmony of all the relationships in your life, not just the romantic ones. It is also very positive for financial gain, whether you are single or in a relationship. Also, for those of you that are in a relationship, the 7th house Venus transit will be a time of healing if there's any challenges that the two of you have been going through. And it's just a positive energy overall for the dynamic of your connection. Now, the second transit Venus will be making through Taurus on March 16th will be in your 8th house, which will increase your sexual desire and connection for those of you that are in a relationship. And for those of you that are single, this is also a positive indication for love, but it's also a bit heavier than that 7th house transit. So if you do end up meeting someone new around the 16th or shortly thereafter, just make sure to take things slow. The truth of the connection may be revealed much more slowly than if the two of you met during the Venus transit through Aries. Also, if you are in a relationship and the physical connection is something that you feel needs to be addressed, the 8th house Venus transit is a great time to address it. So overall, Libras, this Pisces season looks like one that is filled with practicality, clarity, consistency, and even some love along the way. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Pisces season, Libras. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 5th house. So Scorpio, where Aquarius season was a bit heavy for you and may have even felt like an uphill battle in some ways, Pisces season is going to be a much more lighthearted time of fun and excitement, and you will finally start to feel like things are going your way. First, if you have any kids, this is an excellent time to spend time with them and deepen that connection. The 5th house also is very positive for learning. So if you are still in school and you've been having a difficult time there lately, this 5th house energy could be the shift that you are looking for. This is also a great time for taking risks, Scorpio. So if there's anything that you've been considering doing, but you've been holding back and waiting for the right time, well, the 4-week period of Pisces season would be a great time to dive in and go for it. Don't be surprised if you feel a boost in creative energy as well. Ideas will be coming to you and coming quickly, so make sure to capitalize on this energy. The only warning that I can give you for a 5th house transit is to make sure and avoid excess. Fun for sure is the theme, but you want to make sure that you maintain balance, especially for your physical health. Now, the 5th house also has a very positive influence on romantic relationships. So let's talk about the double Venus transit that will be taking place during Pisces season. On February 20th, Venus will be making its first shift into Aries, which will be in your 6th house. So although the sun will have an energy that strongly indicates new love coming your way, the 6th house Venus transit will actually have more of a positive influence on your world of work and not quite as much on your world of romance. However, if you do meet someone new, more than likely they will be connected to your job in some way. Either you meet them at work or you meet them through someone that you work with. Now, if you're already in a relationship, you might find yourself analyzing your significant other more than usual and even questioning the practicality of the relationship. If this type of energy does come up for you, think more in terms of solution as opposed to identifying what you don't like about about the connection. It's definitely effective to be clear on what you want to improve in a relationship, but only spend time on it enough to be clear on what you think the solution is for that problem. If you spend too much time focused on what is wrong, it really could create more conflict and more disconnect, and you definitely don't want that, especially when the sun's energy is pointing to fun and romantic connection. Now, when Venus makes its second shift into Taurus on March 16th, this is where things get really exciting for you, Scorpio, in terms of Venus jumping on board for some romantic excitement. Now, if you're single, this is a very strong indication of meeting someone new. And if you're already in a relationship, this is an indication that the two of you will be experiencing a very positive phase of your relationship, which is great news, because if any conflict comes up during that 6th house of Venus transit, at least you know on March 16th, the energy will shift to resolution type energy and deeper connection type energy. So overall, Scorpio, this Pisces season will be a time of new experiences, a time of creative expression, a time of new opportunities, and even some love. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Pisces season, Scorpio. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 4th house. So Sagittarius, don't be surprised if you have a situation come up during this time that involves your family, either them calling upon you to help in some way, or if you find yourself facing a conflict or a challenging situation with someone in your family, that could also be where the energy goes. Now, just know if conflict does come up, this is just an opportunity to resolve the issue and heal the connection, so that way you are no longer carrying around any unnecessary energy when it comes to family. Aside from family relationships, the 4th house also will connect you to your inner foundation. This will be a time for you to recalibrate, Sagittarius, in preparation for the strong wave of energy that is coming your way during Aries season. So see this Pisces season as a bit of a breather for you, a time to gather yourself, to gather your thoughts, to recharge your personal battery, and tend to anything home related. So this way, when the momentum of Aries season does come along, you will be recharged and ready for action. If you're thinking of moving or redoing any part of your home, this could be a good time to set that plan into motion. If not, it could also just be a good idea to move some things around in your home space to shift the energy a bit. That way it feels more supportive and comforting to you. Now, in the midst of your retreat from the day-to-day grind, Venus will be having that double transit. And the first stop will be on February 20th when Venus shifts into Aries, and this will be in your 5th house. So although the sun's energy will be urging you to go inward for a bit to recharge, Venus will be bringing some very strong energy for love and good times to your world of romantic relationships. So if you're single and you're wanting to manifest love, well, this will definitely be a strong indicator that you may meet someone new with some romantic potential. The exciting thing about a 5th house Venus transit is it usually manifests in someone approaching you, as opposed to you having to be the one initiating, which could be a very nice change, Sagittarius. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this indicates good times and a deepening of your connection, which is also an excellent energy. Now, when Venus makes its second shift on March 16th into Taurus, this will be in your 6th house. So this is where the romantic energy may cool down a bit. So if you're looking for love and you didn't meet someone during the Aries transit, this Taurus transit is definitely less likely in terms of new love. But the good news is it is great energy for work and for financial gain. So you have that to look forward to, whether you're in a relationship or single. So overall, Sagittarius, Pisces season will be a pretty relaxing time where you are meant to regroup and reassess how the year is going so far, while tending to any family or home issues in preparation for the excitement of Aries season. And there may be some opportunities for love during this 4-week period. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Pisces season, Sagittarius. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this will be in your 3rd house. So Capricorn, be ready for a very eventful and productive 4 weeks. This is a time where your energy is very magnetic in terms of attracting opportunity, in terms of attracting people into your lives that can prove to be very influential, and a time where your communication skills will be at an all-time high. So see this time period as a major opportunity for growth, but also prepare to be very busy. I'm pretty sure in the last full moon video is when I spoke to you Capricorns out there about being able to ask for help when you need it. Well, hopefully you began to implement that information, because you may be needing some assistance during this Pisces season to support you getting everything done with all these opportunities coming in. The third house also connects to siblings and people who live nearby, like neighbors. So just know that if you have any challenging relationships in those categories, those issues may increase during this time. But also know that this is the universe's way of helping you to address these issues, so that way you can resolve the situation, and that way you're no longer carrying the heaviness of that unresolved situation around with you. Now, it will be very important to make sure and not overschedule yourself during the 4 weeks of Pisces season, Capricorn. The third house is ruled by Gemini, so you could find yourself taking on way too much and spreading your energy too thin. So be careful to, yes, seize opportunities as they come along, but also use that Capricorn brain of yours to remain practical in terms of what you know is possible and in terms of what is a priority and what is not. Now, during this busy time of year, let's see what love has in store for you with this double Venus transit. So on February 20th, Venus will be making its first shift into Aries, which will be in your 4th house. So for those of you out there that are single and looking for love, unfortunately, it doesn't look too promising in terms of meeting someone new during this time. However, this could actually be a blessing because the sun's energy in the 3rd house will have you so busy that it might be better in terms of giving you less to focus on. So that way you can get much more done. Now, those of you that are already in a relationship, this 4th house Venus transit indicates that if you two aren't living together yet, you may consider taking that step. And if the two of you are living together, that you may spend more time at home connecting than you usually do. Now, towards the end of Pisces season, on March 16th, Venus will be making its 2nd shift into Taurus, which will be in your 5th house, which is great news for those of you that are looking for love, because this is a strong indication of meeting someone new. So keep your eyes open and your hearts open for that date, and then the energy will also continue through until April 11th. So be ready for that. And for those of you that are already in a relationship, this is a very positive energy for your connection and for deepening the love and just having fun together overall. So that 2nd shift of Venus is excellent for love all the way around, Capricorn. So it looks like Pisces season is going to fly by because you are going to be super busy and super productive and capitalizing on opportunities and embracing new creative ideas. And towards the end of Pisces season, maybe even experiencing some new love connection. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Pisces season, Capricorns. Okay, my powerful Aquarians, when the sun shifts into Pisces for you, this is going to be in your 2nd house. So Aquarius, get ready because money is going to be the theme. Now, I know as an Aquarius, you are not typically materialistic. You don't view financial abundance as a major goal for status reasons, but you do love being able to make your own decisions. And you do love being able to have the freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And money is an energy where the more of it you attract to yourself, the more freedom you have. Not to mention, you are the sign of the humanitarian. So the more you attract of that financial energy, the more you can share and help others as well, which I know is something that you do find interesting. So that being said, the 4 weeks of Pisces season is a time for you to get your relationship with manifesting wealth as strong as it possibly can be. And this is even for those of you that are younger and you don't have your career going yet necessarily. It's good to establish a very positive relationship with the idea of money and the energy of money as you grow into adulthood, so that way it's never an issue for you. So don't be surprised if a situation comes up where you are meant to establish what you believe your worth to be. Now, this could be with a job where you will have to establish your rate, or it could also be within a relationship where you are feeling like you are not being treated the way that you deserve to be treated, and you will have the opportunity though to establish your worth and express what you feel like you deserve. Now, this situation will come up because our relationship with money has so much to do with how we view our self-worth. Remember, so much of what we manifest in our reality and in our lives has to do with what is going on inside. So if you want to optimize your relationship with the material world and with being able to manifest abundance, then it will be very important to check with yourself and ask yourself, how do I really see my own personal value? Then ask yourself, do you behave accordingly? Because if you say that you value yourself, but you then allow people to take advantage of you, or you always put someone else before you, then you might want to rethink your answer. You can be a loving, generous, compassionate person and still make your needs being addressed a priority. So make sure you keep your awareness heightened for a situation during this Pisces season to establish your self-worth, and know that by doing that, you will be improving your ability to manifest abundance. Now, let's talk about what this Pisces season will mean for your world of romance and relationships, Aquarius. Venus will be making that double shift, and its first trip will be on February 20th through Aries, which will be in your third house, which is good news for those of you that are single and looking for love, because a third house Venus transit indicates that you will not only have a heightened probability of meeting someone new, but there could be two options in your near future. So have fun navigating that. Now, for those of you that are already in a relationship, this means that the two of you will be feeling more social. So you may go to a few more parties or a few more gatherings than you usually do. And there will also be an increase in your ability to communicate effectively with each other. So if there's any issue that the two of you have been having or that you've been dealing with, this Pisces season could be a great time to address it, especially after February 20th. Now, the second trip Venus will be making will be at the end of Pisces season on March 16th through Taurus, which will be in your fourth house. So this is where the new love energy will cool down a bit. So those of you looking for love, the likelihood of meeting someone new is much stronger from February 20th through March 15th. And then after that, the likelihood does go down substantially, and it won't pick back up until Venus goes through Gemini. Now, for those of you already in a relationship, this fourth house Venus energy indicates that if you two have been thinking about moving in together, this could be the time that that's going to happen. And if living together isn't on the table just yet, this fourth house energy just means that the two of you may be spending much more time alone together and not being so social. Now, the fourth house energy is very low key. It's relaxed and it's connecting for love. So this isn't a very eventful energy, but a very peaceful one. So overall, Aquarius, Pisces season is an excellent time for you and money. And during that first part of Pisces season, there's an exciting energy of romance that will be coming along, which will then be evening out a bit towards the end of the 4-week period. So be ready to embrace all of this positive energy, live it up, love it up, and happy Pisces season, Aquarius. Okay, my powerful Pisces, it is finally here, your season, and I want to wish all of you compassionate, emotionally deep, beautifully complex, intelligent, and innovative Pisces out there a rebirth season filled with new experiences, with new opportunities, with laughter, with good times, with major abundance, and most of all, love. Happy birthday, Pisces. Now, when the sun shifts into Pisces, this will be in your first house. So, Pisces, I really hope you did all of the necessary work during Aquarius season, meaning Aquarius season was in your 12th house, which was probably pretty emotional and even challenging in some ways. And this was all to assist you in being able to identify what it is you truly want and who you want to be. And I'm saying I hope you did the work to confidently establish that vision for yourself, because now is the time to begin actualizing and manifesting that vision. It is time to step into the new you, the you of 2023, shedding any and all drama from the past so you can make space for and attract all of the blessings coming your way. Now, don't be surprised if new opportunities, new relationships, and new perspectives all begin to come your way during this time. Also, don't be surprised if there was something that you know you needed to tend to and you didn't. Don't be surprised if that comes back stronger than ever. So just know, if it does, this is the universe's way of helping you deal with it and get it resolved once and for all. This is your rebirth season. The last thing you want to be doing is carrying around some stale energy from the last 12 months. Now, you may be feeling the need to change up your look to match the new energy that you're feeling inside, and just know that this is the perfect time to do so. This is your solar return. Your energy will be very magnetic, so just know whatever you focus on is what you will attract. This statement is always true, but this magnetism is heightened during your solar return, which also means heightened manifesting power. So this is also a great time to start anything new, a new business, embark on a new creative idea, some rebranding for yourself on social media if you're into that. So lots of positive energy coming your way, Pisces. Now let's talk about what's in store for you regarding romantic relationships and this double Venus transit that will be taking place. So the first trip Venus will be making will be through Aries on February 20th, which will be in your second house. Now, this isn't the strongest energy for new love. If you're single and you're looking for love, then unfortunately it's not that strong in terms of finding new love. However, the sun in your first house does heighten the probability of new love. So the way this works with Venus's energy is letting you know that if you do meet someone new, more than likely they will have something to do with money. Meaning you may meet them at a bank, or the person that you meet may work at a bank or an investment firm, or have some professional connection in some way to finance. This also means that what you're attracted to during this time is going to be someone that has more of a grounded, practical energy that makes you feel more secure in terms of stability. Now, for those of you that are already in a relationship, the second house Venus transit indicates a positive financial flow for you two as a couple, which is always good. Now, the second Venus transit will be going through Taurus on March 16th, which will be in your third house, which is excellent energy for love in terms of meeting someone new, because it does indicate that if you're single and you're looking for love, you may actually come across two options for yourself. And options are always good for a Pisces. So keep your eyes and your hearts open for that. And if you're already in a relationship, this third house Venus transit indicates that the two of you will find it easier to express the way that you truly feel about each other. And you also may find that your friends group is wanting more of your time as a couple. And also, whether you're in a relationship or not, a third house Venus transit indicates positive energy regarding anything involving public relations. So if you're looking for a boost in your social media presence, or if you're looking to get more involved in social media, this could actually be a really good transit for that energy as well. So overall, Pisces, your season is going to be a fantastic new energy for you in all areas of life. And towards the end of your season, you will get a major boost in your world of love and abundance. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up. Happy birthday and happy Pisces season. Okay, so there you have it. What to expect for love and life overall during this Pisces season from February 18th through March 20th. So let's stay focused on making the choices that lead to the actions that support your truth and will assist you in manifesting the things that you desire and definitely deserve. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.